Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Any man can play you. Now, you know what? And one thing I've seen with a lot of women, right? And this is especially a case when women are dealing with the men they think are sexy fine versus the guys they think are maybe conventionally handsome or average looking or even ugly. Now, many women will see a guy they say they see is really physically attractive, that he's fine and everything. First thing out of their mind, oh, he must have a ton of women. He probably do, right? Or he a player, right? And then many women, they'll pass over that guy. They intimidated. They say, oh, they can't hang, all of that. He wouldn't really want them. Okay, fine. But then we'll get that guy who might be average looking, average body. Maybe he's just making a modest living and all of that stuff and thinking, oh, they're going to get something good. In fact, some women even purposely go for ugly guys because they feel like the ugly guys are going to work harder, right? Or to like satisfy them and all of that. And I've actually seen some women say that, right? Ladies, yes, there's some very good-looking men who are players and they can dog you out. So can the average-looking men or even the ugly men. Ladies, any man can play you. In fact, I'm going to tell you what. An average-looking man might play you more so than a very good-looking man. And I'm going to tell you why. Because he's probably faced rejection more and he got a chip on his shoulders and he's going to make sure y'all know about it. Because you get some of those guys who when they were young, like in high school, the women, didn't give them attention because they weren't the jocks or the pretty boys or the bad boys or the older men who had cars. You get plenty of men like that, right? And, they might not have those looks, but then they'll build themselves up. They'll build themselves up decent. Y'all might call them husband cute or something, And then when they get to that point, maybe in their 30s or something, oh, they ain't necessarily nice guys about that shit. They ain't nice guys about that shit at all. Not all of them, of course, some of them, they get to that point and, still good guys. But then you got another group. They gonna dog out. They gonna make up for lost time, and they'll take out on the woman, some unsuspecting woman, what some other women did to them. And ladies, y'all know, because I've known some women who said the same thing. Got dogged by a bunch of players, come across a nice guy, take it out on him, all right? But the bottom line is how he look. And then you get some guys who maybe they don't look like all of that, right? They ain't sexy fine. They ain't got all that. Y'all might even, most women, in fact, they non-select to most women. But like I've said on my other channel about the non-select, I said non-select don't automatically mean they ain't getting sex. Non-select guys do get sex, just not the same, I say the same quality as select guys. Because y'all know how sometimes y'all do. Sometimes you get that guy, you might come over something. You might let him lick your breast or something. You might kiss him or something if nothing else. You might let him eat you out. And yeah, I'm going to get blatant because that's how it go. But the guy knows it. He'll just play along. He'll play along. And you might think you got him or something. But then he got 5 other women he's in different stages with. And all he's doing is just playing his spot. Like you do have some non-select players, but they just got to work harder. It's like, all right, they'll take a while. If they got to wait 6 months, play the game for 6 months, they'll do that. But he can still play you. And see, that's where a lot of women get caught up. See, here's the thing with it. Ultimately, ladies, you can't really look at anybody. I know y'all do anyway. Y'all way more visual. But at the end of the day, you can't go on somebody's physical features and think what they are. Because let me go back to that thing about the sexy fine dudes or the handsome dudes. There are very handsome men out there. And I mentioned this in my last podcast. I've known some cats who women would consider very attractive. But they very monogamous. Like, I want to know this one dude. I've known a couple dudes, and, women go crazy on them, go crazy. But the dudes were one women men. They were one women men. And, because understand, just because a guy looks a certain way, you don't know, unless you talk with him, you don't know what it is. Because every single guy who was like a one woman man, they were also very devout in their religion. They were very devout. It was mostly the guys I've known. Like one, most of them were Christian. I knew a couple that were Muslim. Women went crazy, but they were Muslim. And like that, you have in some, you have more polygamy allowed there, but they weren't even about that. They just wanted that one woman, And then one was an African traditionalist. So, and they allow polygamy there, but even then he just dealt with one woman, In fact, they were like extremely nice. But see, some women would see them and think they're a player. Like one of the dudes, he said, a lot of women didn't want to deal with him because when he would tell them he only wanted one woman, they said they said he was too good to be true. But he's still there. But yet there's many women. Like I say, most of them were Christian guys, right? And I don't talk about religion a lot, but let's be real. Let's be real. And the only reason I don't is because I respect everybody's path. And I don't want to seem like I'm forcing or promoting one path. But I'm going to tell this story because these particular guys were mostly Christian. And they just said, no, that was just their religious beliefs. That was their beliefs. They believe in one man, one woman, Because every single guy, they might look a certain way, but you got to see what their character is. Yeah, I got to see what their character is. Yeah, I know y'all making that decision in the first 3 seconds, but when you talking about deeper, you got to get to know that guy. And even if he look good, you got to get to know him. Or even if he's bad, because, okay, I was just talking about the case where the guy might be physically attractive and still got some good traits. Just because a guy is unattractive don't mean he don't. Don't mean he does have good traits. Because sometimes and I've seen a lot of women say, oh, he's unattractive, he should be nice. It's just like men will say, look at a woman that they find ugly and out of shape, she should at least be nice. And I've told some guys, I say, no, not really, not necessarily. You got to take each woman one person at a time. And see, some women think, oh, this guy, he's ugly, he'll be nicer, he'll work harder. And there's been plenty of women been dogged out by dudes that they called ugly. And they thought they'd get something better because he looked a certain way. And it's like, you better check that guy's character. You better get to know him. I understand you turned on or turned off by the looks. I understand, can't get around that. But then when you lose those looks and think you're going to get a certain personality, nah. Because any man can get you. Now, this ain't saying don't mess with an ugly guy, don't mess with a handsome guy. I'm just saying, look at the guy's personality. Don't make any assumptions, because I'm going to be real with y'all. Because even the guys who, follow me on my channel, most of them ain't really trying to be players. You got some in there, though. I ain't going to lie about that. But a lot of them just want a good woman. In fact, even some players want a good woman. See, that's something else, too. Even if a guy been a player in the past, see where he is now. But just seriously, really understand that. Don't look at a guy and think, oh, he a player and, or he a player because he handsome, or he not a player because he ugly. Or, average looking. Like I said, and I've even said that some of the guys who get the most women, believe it or not, tend to be average looking in the face and maybe an above average body. Not even a great body, they could be a fitness model, but tend to be more average, or maybe just slightly above average. Slightly. They just at a perfect place. And what it come down to, any man could be a player, regardless. Any man. Because really, even though there's an outside, thing, they're baiting everything, which is important, it all comes down to the mindset. All of them don't have the same mindset. So, but just bottom line, don't go on a stereotype. Don't miss out on something good because you say, oh, he looks so great, so he must be a player. Oh, let me deal with this dude because, he average looking or ugly, so he'll treat me right. He'll put me on a pedestal. Shoot. Hell, it could be a situation where the very handsome guy that you rejected would have been the one to treat you like a queen, and the ugly guy, he gonna take it out on all the women who take out on you, all the other women that rejected him. I want y'all to really think about that, all right, y'all? Seriously, because you know Uncle Rom gonna give you real game out here. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.